let's be honest, the all white Air Force, it's just overplayed. Like, you can pick them up just about anywhere. They're 120 bucks or whatever the price is, and there's just not a lot to them. Yes, they do match everything, but there is some better options out there, and they're all affordable. That's what I got here. So I got 4 Air Force Ones. Pick up on Nike right now. Most of them are under the retail price of the regular all white Air Force, and a lot of them you can wear with any outfit. Let's just get right into it. So starting off, we have a gray box. You get that classic Nike Air and Air Force One text on the top. And if you're watching this, see how many times I say Air Force One, because I feel like it's gonna be a lot. So this one's a little bit different from these. This is a mid, so it's not a low, but it is a great option. Again, I saw these on Nike and I was like, this is a cool shoe that I feel like I have not seen anywhere. And in a world where sneakers are sitting and you can pick up basically anything for retail now, this is a cool pair. Let me open it up here. Boom. So this is the Air Force One Mid Evo. Let me get them both out here. You get regular Air Force One paper here, nothing crazy. Air Force Ones are just simple. There's not a lot to them. They're a great everyday sneaker, and it's just a good shoe that you can toss on whenever. So a few notable details about these. They do have that big, thick strap up top, which you could take off. You can get rid of it. It looks like it's an all Velcro, so you can just remove it if you want. I probably would, honestly. You would still have the little straps here, but you don't need it. And it being a mid, you are definitely going to need some higher socks. You can't just wear short socks. That's kind of a bummer. They do look better with pants, in my opinion. And probably the biggest detail about these is that green midsole that is showing through. So what's cool about these is you can actually see the air unit in the middle as well as in the back and on the inside back. And it is a lime green. It's definitely got some give to it, and it just kind of gives it a little extra detail. Now, besides that, you do get a nice sail leather up top. It's a pretty solid material. It's nothing crazy, but it's definitely better than the regular white Air Forces. What really caught my eye was the swoosh and how it's kind of cut into, like you took an X-Acto knife to a regular material before they put the swoosh on and just dissected it. And it's a hard plastic underneath, so it's not gonna stain or anything crazy. And then that same design is actually on the back heel as well with the Nike Air. And you do get a Nike swoosh on the strap, so if you want to keep it on there, it does look kind of cool. So that strap is fully removable if you want to get rid of it. Laces, regular cotton laces, nothing crazy there. And typically when I'm lacing up highs like this, I take out that top lace just because they fit better. Undo it here, regular shoe tree there. And when you look at the tongue, you also get that same design that you get on the back tab. So it's just a little extra, a little added. Nothing crazy for the insole, just a regular Air Force One insole. And I think I just like the way that these look, and they're different. They're not too vibrant. That green is a little bright, but if you want some added accents, and these are a pretty good option. And the best part about these is you can currently grab them on the Nike app right now. These are a little bit over the other ones just because they're mids. They're $155 retail, but there is going to be some Black Friday sales, so just stay tuned for that. And there is a black and white pair with a black swoosh, kind of cool as well. And currently there is a full size run, so if you're wanting to pick these up, I will have them linked down below, as well as all of these Air Force One Evo right there. Let's keep it going. All right, now we're on to the lows. These are all the same black box, silver Nike Air on top of it. This is the Air Force One 07 Pro Tech WP in a light silver. Now these are really cool because I literally didn't know anything about these. And that WP in the name stands for waterproof. I'm always looking for stuff that's cool, that's different, people aren't reviewing. That's kind of my whole shtick. Get stuff that you've never seen before, because I could review all the regular stuff, but if there's a shoe that you've never seen before and it catches your eye, then I think it would be kind of cool to review. But you can see we get a little Nike hang tag on the side. It just says Nike Air Force One. And then on the other side, it says waterproof specifications, waterproof leather, water repellent laces and tongue, enclosed inner sleeve, rubberized outsole, and embossed seams. So let's take a peek at it. We got that waterproof leather. It's actually really soft. It feels like regular leather, which I like the feel of. This is kind of like a teal green. I'm liking the look of it. It's not an all white Air Force, but it is something that you could basically rock with any outfit. So if you look at the toe box, it is not perforated like regular Air Force toe boxes, it's actually just embossed, so it's kind of pressed into the leather, so you can see the holes and the seam right there. So it still looks like an Air Force. It's not just all flat design, but it definitely is covering up those holes, so you're not going to get water in there. There is one leather seam in the middle on the inside and the out that is stitched. Other than that, the swoosh is embossed in as well on both the outside and in. On the back, you get the Nike Air, and they said the laces and tongue are also waterproof. So if we take out this insole here, or the shoe tree, these laces are definitely a different material than the regular cotton laces that we saw in the last one, and that tongue is definitely waterproof or water resistant of some sort. It's kind of like a Arc'teryx type design or material. Insole, again, nothing crazy. Regular insole, pretty much to be expected there. But I do like that same color midsole, and the outsole is the same, but it's actually like a translucent type where the opacity is dropped a little bit and you can kind of see through it. So teal green Air Force One waterproof. I really like these. I think that they're really unique. There's something you're not gonna see a lot of places. And if we check the Nike app, currently they are sitting loaded up. We got an all black pair. There's a yellow pair, which I thought was pretty interesting, but the green pair I actually got on sale for $116. So those stoop below that 120 price range. There's a current Black Friday sale access for 25% off some of these. And again, a full size run on these, as well as the two other colorways. So if you wanna check them out, $155 on sale for $116. It's a pretty good price for a great winter shoe because they're waterproof. All right, let's keep it going. Regular box, Air Force One silver. This is a 07 LV8 enamel green. Now, I've had these for a while. I've been trying to figure out where and how I can show you these guys in a video because they're just simple, they're cool, and I got them for dirt cheap. So open it up. We got like a turquoise green here. The enamel green actually is what it's called. Pull this other one out here. And you can find these on sale literally anywhere. I think I actually picked up my pair from the Kith app. It took forever to ship, so I don't recommend that. Sport Nike, they're good with shipping, so if you want to get them, definitely go to the Nike app. Again, linked below. But this is just a cool pair because it's kind of like a seaweed green, like it looks like it's underwater, or it's like a Aquaman colorway or whatever you want to call it. Looking at this shoe, we get kind of like a crazy material, looks a lot like turbo greens. I actually have a pair of fake turbo greens that I got burned on when I was reselling, but my wife has them and now they're just sitting over here if I ever need to show a pair of fake shoes. The material is obviously not the same color, but it's that same type of material. And then there's a fabric on the toe box as well as the side paneling on the inside and out. Swoosh, sale, regular, feels like lost and found material. It's not a leather or anything. Black Nike Air on the back. I do like these laces a lot. They look like they're paracord or something that's kind of woven in together. And then you do get that classic Nike Air on the outside, as well as Nike World Headquarters and Beaverton on the inside of the tag. Sale outsole, nothing crazy, 10.5. I don't need to talk a lot about these, it's just kind of the look of them. But if you want to grab these, they are currently sitting on the Nike website, 27% off, full size run besides a few sizes, $93. So they're 27% off, and you can get another 25% off. So if we add these to my bag and put in code ACCESS, let's make sure this works. So you can get these for $70, $70.48 plus tax, free shipping from Nike. That's an absolute steal. Steal. So even if you have a pair of white Air Forces and you're just looking for something else to spice up your look, great option here. Let's keep it going. Last pair here, definitely my favorite on the list too. This is a different one. Nike Air Force One, same box though. This is a women's exclusive, which they have extended sizing, so you can get whatever size you want. This is a 12.5 women's. This is the Air Force One Wild, and it just is wild. I don't really know how else to explain it. Now, I first saw these on Instagram Explorer actually, and I was like, this is just a cool shoe. I want to see if they're actually just available for sale. Sure enough, they were. And this is basically just a souped up regular Air Force with a whole bunch of different patterns and materials and design elements. So let's just go through it. So the first thing you probably notice is this back heel. There seems to be some extra padding. Usually this isn't here, but it helps your ankle support, so it's wild, or whatever you want to call it. Get the Nike Air. This is an all mesh upper in that same fabric that we're getting. It's very similar to the enamel greens, just a different color. We do get some pretty interesting stitching lines on the outside and on the inside. And speaking about the stitching lines, you do get some cool accent stitching on the bottom near the toe box, which I really like. Speaking about the toe box, it's definitely a different shape than your regular Air Force. It's got kind of a V shape instead of a U shape, which it just looks different, and it's doing that because there's a couple extra bubbles here, which there's no holes on the toe box, but they are over here. Laces, you get some sort of paracord or different type of lace. I've had these on my House Studio Asics, the same exact lace. I love them because they definitely hold together and you don't have to retie your laces a whole bunch of times. If we unlace them here, we can see that that tongue is completely different than a regular tongue. It's got a whole bunch of extra fabric, which you can see that is basically just tossed on top of it, and then you do get Nike Air with a little strap to help pull it up. And definitely my favorite part about these is how comfortable they are. This midsole is completely different. It's basically a foam midsole. You can see how squishy it is, but it's got like a fabric overlay. So I don't know how much these would wear and show dirt over time, since it is like a fabric overlay on the midsole, but something to test out and be aware of. That outsole is super rugged. You do have a little yellow and orange accents, but the tread on it is insane. It's basically a hiking shoe, but it's not. You can see the grooves on the front near the toe box, as well as on that back heel, how it's kind of ridged. So you're gonna get a lot of extra grip, and the stars are even continued all the way up the back, as well as on the toe portion. So Air Force One Wild, I'm a big fan of these. I'm definitely gonna be rocking these. I think my wife needs a pair too, just because they look so cool. If you want to pick them up on the Nike website right now, they are sitting for $145. Not on sale currently, but there is some different colors. There's a green, there's a red, which is really cool. There's a yellow, which is super cool. It's got some purple accents, and then an all black. I thought that this is the most wearable. There is full size run, even all the way up to extended sizing, up to a size 16 in women's. So $145, little over the price range, but again, there is some Black Friday sales coming up, so just be aware of that. But overall, I think that we got some cool different alternatives for you guys that I think are really cool. If you're looking to spice up the all white Air Forces, there's some looking for something that's waterproof, or maybe a high top, or something cheap, or just something crazy, then here's some good options. Again, everything's linked below. Appreciate you watching, and if you do check out and buy anything, definitely tag me in your story when you're wearing them, because I will repost it, because these are just cool pairs.